Christian Whiten. He is also the author of the book Smart Power Between Diplomacy and War. Christian, good to see you. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks, Trace. Great to be here.
What do you make of President Obama saying that he's not going to meet with Rouhani at all? No handshakes, no meeting, no nothing.
Well, it sounds like he was more than willing to do that, but it's the Iranians who said no. They blamed some logistical snafu. But frankly, it's pathetic. The President of the United States was willing to meet evil terrorist sponsoring regime that has the bloods of hundreds, thousands of Americans on its hands, that today is the chief sponsor of Islamist terrorism in the world, that it just didn't happen.
It's curious, Christian, because why are we pursuing diplomatic ties in the first place? I mean, we have already established that you have to stop enriching uranium, right? That's the guideline. You stop enriching uranium and then we'll talk. And so why are we going down a diplomatic road to try to get them to go to the next step of stopping to enrich uranium?
Well, I saw this firsthand at the State Department in the last decade. It's fairly easy to convince members of the foreign policy establishment, the Permanent Guild of Foreign Service Officers at the State Department, that a evil country is willing to come in from the cold and disarm. Most people would say let's judge them by their actions, not by their words. But you have this new president of Iran who speaks in much softer tones than his predecessor, Ahmadinejad. And so once again, we are willing to take a swing at Lucy's proverbial football, just as Bill Clinton thought he was dealing with a reformer in Iran in the mid-90s. Once again, our State Department is willing to suspend disbelief and believe that someone who's not even willing to admit they have a nuclear program, even though they are caught with a nuclear bomb design, is somehow willing to give up that program, would be worth talking to.
And you heard Ed Henry bring up a good point about North Korea. The same thing, right? Stalling for time. Do you believe that's what's happening here? Is that maybe Tehran keeps things going, that the happy face and so forth, and all they do down the road is take one step closer to their ultimate goal?
That's right. I think they realize now the United States is not going to strike Iran to set back its nuclear program. I think they're very eager that Israel not take that step. And they're convinced that the United States will continue to lean on Israel, to pressure the Israeli government, as we have for years, not to take that step. That'll give Iran the breathing space, presumably, to, if not test and field a nuclear weapon, at least get all the pieces that could be assembled rapidly.
Yeah. Former State Department official Christian Whiten. Christian, good to see you. Thank you.
Thank you, Trace.